Dare to touch me like that again? I wouldn't if you value your fingers. Or are you looking for another scratch on that hideous face of yours? And you call my people barbarians? Yes, by all means send your men away, your great lordship, before I send them to a coward's grave. They dared to capture the greatest warrior my country has ever known, and... Bastards. You. How could you do this? We had an agreement. You promised to protect my people. You swore that they would live their lives in peace if I only led you to our sacred temple. You said that your king sought the wisdom of the gods to be a better ruler. Not that he coveted the treasures and the power therein. Not that you would lay waste to my culture. The innocent citizens and children. The oracles. When I think of their screams at the hands of your men. Women who had devoted their entire lives to righteous knowledge and kindness, and you ripped from them their holy chastity, and thus their ability to perceive the future. Could you not see that that would render them useless to you? Or were you so blinded by lust you could not conceive the value of their foresight? Fools! Monsters! My lord, whatever tenuous camaraderie we may have had in the past is forfeit. I will hate you until the day I die, and by the gods' grace may that be soon. I am destined to spend eternity amongst the most tortured souls in the afterlife for the grave act of treachery I wrought upon my kin, and I will bear every moment of it. I eagerly seek it, if only to see you one day share the same fate. My curse upon you is this. Every celestial lashing that lights my back with fire will come down upon you tenfold the very moment your soul leaves this earth. Nothing you may do will redeem your violent youth, not even if you save 1,000 lives and die a martyr's death. I will see you share my suffering. But, yes, his great lordship never falters in the face of a mere woman's threats. Here is the man the children of your nation sing songs of heroism about, the same way the children of my people used to sing about me. Why have you brought me here? Your men revel in the main tent, and yet you prefer my company as I spit poisonous words at you. Or perhaps what you prefer is the sight of me on my knees before you, a rival nearly prostrated, when once we were esteemed as equals. Is that why you chose to descend upon us in the night without warning or proper declaration? Is it because you knew I could have easily bested 100 of your men in the blink of an eye had you fought fairly and not slunk like mongrels through the shadows? Such underhanded behavior. You must have learned it from that inferior master you chose to serve. Have I finally struck a chord? Will your life's sole noble act be to grant me death, here and now? As you know, I am ready. My pride is equal to yours, and I have no fear in my heart. With all of your training, I would have thought you to have better aim. Why have you cut my bindings instead of my throat, you despicable beast? see. Up till now, my humiliation has not been sufficient. You mean to fit me with a proper slave's shackles, then, and sell me to the highest bidder. Or perhaps I'll be sent straight to the gladiators' games. I'm afraid you'll find me a very poor sport, if that is the case. While I will gladly entertain you by ruthlessly murdering your country's heroes, I will not harm any of my own people, no matter how the crowds may jeer. Well, what are you waiting for? I am thoroughly defeated, am I not? I have been reduced to nothing more than the spoils of war, so come and cuff me yourself if you have the stomach to see your men's handiwork up close. These shackles are unfamiliar to me. What is this writhing writing upon them? And why do they feel light as air with so much room to move freely, yet I am still clearly bound. You have placed the key on a sturdy chain round your own neck. You should not need to keep hold of it yourself, but instead hand it off to your slave trader. Answer me, what is this unusual protocol? If ever our long-gone days of training together meant anything to you, tell me your intentions. Your silence confounds me. I have never known you not to gloat about your plans and achievements. Why should you hold your tongue now? Unless you cannot mean to keep me for your private usage. That would be madness. You have just slaughtered an entire nation, if only to hoard their treasures, but you would not take advantage of the profit to be gained by selling a warrior of my reputation to those with even deeper pockets than your own? This look upon your face. You cannot hide behind a mask of stoicism. I see the impish delight in your eyes. Was the subjugation of my home all just another contest to you? Am I to be your greatest conquest? Will you see me turned docile and domestic just to serve you tea in the evenings like a good slave? I would sooner o'erturn the cup and scorch your skin with the blistering liquid therein. Someone like me is more like to rally your other slaves to rebellion, you know. A rat leading mice to ruin. Is your dose of superiority worth such a risk? Well? Such a lascivious smirk. How naive I've been. I thought you a fighter with a higher creed, but no. The way your man's eyes travel my woman's body, garbed in little more than these muslin undergarments you've provided, I see now that your intentions are far more base. Your victory has made you brazen, and the rumors of your change in character appear to be true. I imagine I'll be kept sequestered for you to visit whenever you need to. Slake your deepest desires. I suppose I shall soon see why you have never taken a wife, or kept a lover very long. I've heard that your tastes nowadays are unorthodox, even quietly condemned by the High Priestess herself. What unfamiliar horrors await me, I wonder. Still a maiden, not unlike those oracles. You'll teach me the pleasure of it. Why open your mouth now only to speak such despicable words? And here I thought my opinion of you could not rot any further. It's no matter. In the end, my mind is my own, to torment as I see fit for my crimes. And my soul is already claimed by hell. But I suppose my mortal body now belongs to you, and you will do with it as you wish. And any resistance on my part will only serve to season your play. But I know well how to retreat to the darkest corners of my consciousness. I'll not yield a satisfying response to any pain you inflict. I will sour your victory, be it through dull passivity or calculated aggression. Make no mistake, my lord. This slave is one you will regret capturing.